interrupt this broadcast to bring you breaking news. Iran's leaders have been addressing the public with a new policy that the government is launching today.
The new policies indicate an unprecedented shift towards major reform that will radically affect the country's internal politics, as well as its foreign affairs. The entire country came to a halt, and leaders and diplomats worldwide were stunned by the president's remarkable address earlier today.
I have a dream that one day every valley shall be exalted, and the glory of the Lord shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together.
Our Middle East correspondent, Habib Hassan, is currently on the scene. Habib, can you describe to us what is happening?
Thank you very much, Tom. The public response is phenomenal. The excitement about Ahmadinejad's new foreign and domestic policy has spread to every village, city, and mosque in only a matter of hours. The president's words today have been the long-awaited dream of every Iranian for the last 30 years.
Some of you have come here out of great trials and tribulation. Some of you have come fresh from narrow jail cells. Some of you have come battered by the storms of persecution. Now is the time to lift our nation from the quicksands of injustice to the solid rock of brotherhood. Now is the time.
Habib, this must be particularly significant for the oppressed populations such as women, political groups, and non-Muslim religious communities.
Yes, the fact that the president chose to speak in front of the Azadi Freedom Tower is so symbolic for what is happening. Most people are not aware, but the architect who designed this iconic landmark is a member of the Baha'i religion, whose followers have been imprisoned without justification, and even killed simply for their beliefs. Until this day, they have been denied a long list of basic rights.
Let us not seek to satisfy our thirst for freedom by drinking from the cup of bitterness and hatred.
Habib, how is the clergy responding to all this?
The speeches have inspired mullahs all across the country to rally their own followers in support of this new policy.
I am a Muslim and a Hindu and a Christian and a Jew, and so are all of you. I am asking you to fight against their anger, not to provoke it. We will not strike a blow.
We have just received footage of Supreme Leader Khamenei himself making statements about Iran's revised foreign agenda.
I pledge you that we shall neither flee nor invoke the threat of force, that we shall never negotiate out of fear, and we shall never fear to negotiate. Together we shall save our planet, or together we shall perish in its flames. Save it we can, and save it we must, and then shall we earn the eternal thanks of mankind, and as peacemakers, the eternal blessing of God.
Habib, could you clarify for our viewers what kind of changes are actually taking place?
For the many oppressed groups, this signifies a level of freedom never experienced in Iran's history, particularly for the women and student activists who will now be able to contribute freely to Iranian society. And with the announcement of a free press, we can truly say that this is a new day for Iran!
Thank you, Habib. It looks like a great day for Iran and for the world. We leave you now with this excerpt from the president's speech.
From every mountainside, let freedom ring, and when this happens, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.